Hello and welcome to this episode of DePress Room. My name is Amal Chowdhury and today we will be talking about the deteriorating conditions in Australia. The Australian federal government department responsible for managing emergencies shut its Canberra office due to poor air quality on Monday as the nation's capital choked on smoke from deadly bushfires. On Monday, Canberra had a rating over 340 on the air quality index, higher than Beijing's 170. Australia has been ravaged by some of the worst wildfires seen in decades, with the massive blazes destroying homes, devastating wildlife, turning skies blood red and leaving a total of 24 people dead nationwide. The Department of Home Affairs told non-essential staff to stay away from its Canberra headquarters, while the Department of Health told staff not to work out of one of its locations. Childcare services in the city were also shut. YWCA Canberra, which operates a number of childcare services, said that like many Canberra organizations, it had opted to close all of its children's services in the Australian Capital Territory and the rural New South Wales town of Murrumbateman on Monday due to hazardous smoke conditions. Elsewhere in Australia on Monday, cooler weather and rain gave firefighters some relief. Shane Fitzsimmons, Commissioner of the New South Wales and the Rural Fire Service, that is the NSW and RFS, said on Monday that the conditions were a welcome reprieve, but it wasn't putting out the fires. The weather gave firefighters a chance to take a breath as they prepared for more emergencies later in the week. Victoria Fire's Incident Controller Andy Gilham, NSW RFS spokesperson James Morris, said firefighters needed weeks of consistent showers to ease the fire threat. There are 136 active blazes in NSW alone, including 69 that are uncontained, the NSW RFS said in a tweet early Monday. In Victoria State, there are still 31 active fires and more than 1.1 million hectares of land has been burned, the Country Fire Authority said in a tweet. On Sunday, Prime Minister Scott Morrison cautioned that for some states, the most difficult fire seasons could be later in January and February. The crisis is not over. There are months to go, he said. On Monday, Morrison announced that he would establish a $2 billion Australian National Bushfire Recovery Agency to help people hit by the unprecedented bushfires to get support they needed. It's a long road ahead and we will be with these communities every step of the way as they rebuild. The funds will be used to help get communities back on their feet by rebuilding roads, mental health support and helping restore the local environment, Treasurer Josh Frydenberg said. On Monday, the NSW police force said it had taken legal action against 183 people for bushfire-related offences since last November, including 24 who have been charged over allegedly deliberately lit fires. Morrison has been criticized for taking a vacation to Hawaii during the fires, but on Sunday he said the government's response was the most significant and comprehensive ever to a natural disaster. In a news release on Sunday, the Australia Defence Force said it was significantly increasing its fire support and had called up 3,000 Army reservists and others with specialist capabilities. As of Monday, HMAS Adelaide, the biggest vessel in the Royal Australian Navy's fleet, was moved off the coast near Eden, a seaside town in NSW that was affected by fires over the weekend. The ship has a space for up to 5,000 evacuees. Over the weekend, thick smoke hung low over Eden, blocking out the sun and casting an ominous orange glow. On Sunday, police went door to door, boat to boat, telling people that it wasn't safe to stay. Some agreed to go, but others decided to stay put on informal evacuation centers. A whale watching tour boat and 2 tugboats moored at the wharf. On Monday, the red glow was gone and some people started returning to their homes. So let's pray for Australia and hope that everything gets better as soon as possible. So this is it from this episode of DePress Room. For more such videos, keep watching MyNation.